And welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's Tinnitus Awareness Week, and we're learning more about what tinnitus is and what to do if you experience it. Joining us now is Joy Onozuka, Communications Director at the American Tinnitus Association. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Ellen. It's lovely to be here.
Absolutely. Dr. Sherlock mentioned earlier about the American Tinnitus Association, but tell me more about what it is and what you do for people.
So the American Tinnitus Association was founded in 1971 and founded by a person named Dr. Charles Eunice. And he developed tinnitus and was looking for help for some type of medical intervention, and there was nothing. So he teamed up with the only researcher at that time in the United States that was working both with patients as well as looking at research to get patients something to alleviate the sound, the distress, and that was Jack Vernon. So flash forward, here we are in 2024, and we are very much in line with that original mission. So we are here to help people when they develop tinnitus, to let them know that get that medical check, make sure there's no underlying medical condition that could be responsible for it, and once they've been cleared, okay, if it's chronic tinnitus, don't worry, there are lots of things that you can do. And we continue to fund research because auditory science, there are so many aspects that are not understood. And tinnitus, there are still things we don't know. So the ATA funds seed grants. So we opened up our applications February 2nd. And we hope that we'll have a lot of applications come in because we fund novel, innovative science.
Absolutely. And I just want to say, tinnitus versus tinnitus, I think both terms are accepted, right?
Yep.
It just kind of depends on how you say it. But I also wanted to talk about, how do you help people with the emotional aspects? Because I know when a lot of people develop tinnitus, you know, they might become incredibly anxious or depressed, and it often leads them down negative Google searches.
Correct. How
How does the ATA kind of combat that?
Yes, so we know that Dr. Google is not a good place to find a safe space. And the ATA, people call us, they email us, and we are the only organization that, number one, we're a nonprofit. Our advice is free. We do not endorse things, so you can talk to us and you will get unbiased information. And the reality is, for people who develop chronic tinnitus, 80% are able to adapt rather quickly. 20% are not. And 20% is millions of people. So a lot of individuals are really struggling on their own. And because most people don't struggle with it, people become isolated. They're afraid to share with their friends or their colleagues or their friends. We go to say, oh yeah, I've had that, it's no big deal. But for that person who is experiencing the negative impact, so they're not sleeping, they don't have anybody to talk to, the American Tinnitus Association is a place that people can come. They can call us. We have support groups that are online, so people can check online support groups, find that leader that resonates with them. They've got a safe space. They've got a community of people that have been through what they're experiencing. And just that realization alone helps to diminish that anxiety and distress. If it's more than that, it's gotten to the point where it's really interfering with your daily life, then we need to do some other things. And that could be working with a CBT specialist, a tinnitus specialist in a different area. But we can make suggestions based on someone's personal situation and get it tailored.
And that's powerful, that resource. And then this week, Tinnitus Awareness Week, of course.
Yes.
There's a fundraiser going on right now. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I am absolutely thrilled. We have Texas Roadhouse and Bubba's 33 that have a nationwide fundraiser, and they are giving 100% of today's profits to the ATA. And this is really extraordinary, not just the fundraising, but people do not know about tinnitus until it's chronic. They don't understand why it's a significant issue. So from where we sit in this partnership, this is an opportunity for the public that doesn't experience tinnitus right now at this moment to learn about it, to find out, hey, you know, how do I protect my hearing? So I think to myself, why does this matter? it's kind of like back in the 1970s when people would go out in spring, they get a sunburn, they're like, well,
Right.
you know,
You're
I'm
like,
just,
whatever.
it's the beginning of my, you know, summer tan. And with tinnitus, when you're coming out of that sporting event or that rock concert or a party and your ears are ringing, we're just thinking, wow, that was just part of the
Right,
experience.
right.
Where actually we should be recognizing, wow, tinnitus, that's not good. That's an injury.
Absolutely.
So Texas Roadhouse and Bubba's 33 are allowing us to talk to the public so they can do simple things going forward.
Right.
And I wanted to show you one thing. So hearing protection
Very
today
important.
is super cool.
Yes.
And it's easy.
Absolutely. So sorry, but I have to wrap it up, unfortunately, because we have to go to break. But Joy, thank you so much.
Ellen, thank you. And
Absolutely.
hope everybody make it out to Texas Roadhouse or Bubba's 33 today.
Absolutely. Coming